ahead and hit that subscribe button. You know, with you guys supporting us and following us, it allows us to continue to do what we do, and that's make awesome art videos for you. Alright, let's get started. First thing that we're going to start with is making Shazam's face. So we're going to start with the cheek, the chin, and the jaw, and his ear. So here we're going to go ahead and we're going to start with an angled line. And we're just going to angle it just a bit, and then we're going to bring it in the other direction a very small little bit, and then angle it down. That's his cheek. And then we go almost straight out, but not quite, still a bit of at an angle. And then we angle upward, and then bring it around and up. And that creates his jawline. Now what we're going to do now is make his ear. We're just going to bring it out, swoop down, and then we're going to connect it with the bottom of that jawline there. And then for his inner ear, we just swoop around, bring it up and down, and that creates the inner ear look. And now we're going to be doing his hairline. So what we're going to do is we're going to swoop up, swoop down, swoop up, and then we're going to connect it to that ear, just like that. And that's going to be his hairline. And then we're just going to bring it out and around for the back of his head, and we're going to end it about halfway back of the ear. And then I'm just going to do little lines all the way through his hair to make it look like it's really sleeked back. Lots of gel in Shazam's hair. And you don't have to follow the lines exactly like I do, as long as there's just line to show that his hair is sleeked back. So after we're done with his hair, we're going to start with his shoulder. And we're going to start right at the top of that cheekbone that we drew there. We're just going to curve it out. And that's going to be the top of his shoulder. We're going to go to the other side, but we can see a little bit of his cape on the other side. So you're going to go about halfway to the ear. You're going to bring it out, curve it down a little bit, and then bring it into his jaw. And then curve out. So that's the piece of fabric that is the top of his cape, and that's the top of his shoulder. And now we're going to do his first pec muscle, and that is a backwards capital L with a little bit slanted at the bottom. A nice curve at the bottom, and then we're going to do another curve at the top. That's his, the rest of his bicep there. And then we're going to curve out and then in and kind of swoop it. And then we're just going to curve up and then in, and that's going to create the rest of his arm. So now we're at his wrist. And now we're going to hop over here and we're going to do the rest of his chest. So we're going to curve down and then in a little bit, just like that. And then on the other side, we're going to do a nice curve inward, and then we're going to do a capital L for the other pec. Now we're going to do a nice curve starting at the top of that shoulder, and we're going to bring it down to the chin, and that is going to be the top of the cape on the other side. I'm going to do a circle right underneath the chin, and then I'm going to do a circle that attaches to the other part of the cape, and then a nice swoop between the two circles, and then two straight lines that kind of angle downward, straight across. And then I'm just going to follow those lines that I just made, and this is going to be the symbol that's on his chest, which is the lightning bolt. So now to do the lightning bolt on the inside, we just do every other angle. So we're going to bring it down, bring it over, bring it down, and then on the other side I would run it down, run it over, run it down, and there's your lightning bolt on his chest. So now we're going to do the back of his torso, and we're just going to curve it in and then down and over, like a really loose number 7. And now we're going to be doing the underside of his arm here, so we're going to do just a nice curved line here, and then right at the end of that curve we're going to do a backward C, and then we're going to start at the base of the C there, come in and up, and then we're going to come on the other side, and we're going to bring it out and then angle it upward, and then we're going to angle inward, and this is going to be the start of his fist here. And then we're going to angle out a little bit, and then we're going to angle back down, just like this. And that's the beginning of his fist. And now we're just going to do 3 lines for his fingers. And you don't want them to go past that back angle line that we made. And then we're just going to indicate where his knuckles are. There's a straight line there. And then we're going to be adding his thumb. So we're just going to bring it up and over and then back down, almost like a curved rectangle. And now we're going to go over to his other hand, and we're going to start with his thumb. So we're going to bring it down and over and up, and then we're going to go into the pointer finger, and that's just up, a curve upward, and then a straight line to do the back of his pointer finger. And then we'll do the rest of his fingers, so bring it up and over, and the fingers will just get a little bit shorter every time. And now we're going to be doing his like wrist brace, and we're just going to do 2 curved lines around the wrist and his forearm. There's that. So now we're going to go and we're going to do his belt, and we're just going to connect it to where his chest ends, and then we're going to do another line under that. And then we're going to do his thigh, so we're going to bring it down and then up a little, and then make it in just a little bit for where that knee is going to be. And then we're going to do his other thigh on the other side, so we're going to just curve it around and in a little bit, and that's going to be his inner thigh, and then we're going to just bring it down and up, and that'll create his knee. Now we're going to do his calf, which we're just going to bring it down and around and up, and then his foot is just a little U shape, and it's foreshortened because his leg is up. Right now we're going to do the under part of his thigh. We're just going to curve it in and slightly out, and then we're going to do his calf, where we go out and back in, and then out but in a curve, and then we're going to swoop, and then we're just going to dip in and bring it up, and that is his calf and foot, and then we just connect the 2. And then we just do a nice little line just to show the top of his boot. And then we just do a curved line at the top, and then a curved line a little bit further down to show his boots. And then I just do a nice line to show where that back leg connects with his hip. And now we're going to do his eyes, and we're just making them super simple, just a straight line and 2 lines at the bottom that are going to kind of come out just a little bit, so it's an angle, and then I connect the 2 with the curved line, and I do the same thing to the other side, and then a little triangle for his nose, and then a little line going up, and then a nice smile, but then I curve underneath to give him a nice big grin, and then a little line with a little jaggedness in it to show where his teeth clench together, and then almost like a check mark for his eyebrow, and then I just connect it at the top, and I do the same thing on the other side. And then for his eyes, I just do a nice half circle and do the same thing for the other side. And then I do a little circle right in that, and I kind of go back and forth a little bit just to get this the pupil, but then leave it white in the center to show like a little highlight. I think that looks pretty good. And now we're going to go over and we're going to do his cape. So now we're going to get started on his cape, and we just do a nice curved line back and forth, and it's just going to go right around his hand, and it doesn't have to be the exact same curve as mine. And then right where the back of his head and his ear meet, we're going to come out and do a curve and swoop and connect it to the end of that cape. And then I'm just going to do a little curved line at the top that kind of disappears to show the fabric folding, and then I just do a nice gold border at the bottom of the cape, so I just follow along with that line there, just like this. And the cape doesn't have to be like shaped exactly like mine. You can, make your cape look any way that you want it. So now that we're done with our Shazam, we're going to color him now, and his main colors are just red, gold, and white. So we're going to make his boots gold. We're going to make his little braces around his wrist gold. We're going to make the border of his symbol gold as well, and then we're going to be making the actual lightning bolt symbol a little bit lighter yellow on the inside, and we're also going to be making his belt gold. So, and I just made his hair black as well, and when you go and you do his cape color, he does have a white cape, he does. But what I decided to do was to make the inside of his cape a very, very light blue, so that way you can tell that it's in shadow. So if you want to do it that way, you can, but if you just want to do it, your own way, that's perfectly fine too. This is your drawing. So I hope you guys liked this video. I had a lot of fun creating Shazam for you and walking you through this fun action DC character. If you like this video, go ahead and hit that like button and subscribe. Like I said before, the reason we get to make these awesome videos for you guys is because of you. Because you hit that subscribe button and you are following us actively. So thanks so much, you guys, and we'll see you next time.